Hey, what's going on, fellas? And welcome to our weekly DEVO. Thanks for taking a minute to join us. We're in Proverbs 20:26 this week, Proverbs 20, verse 26, which says, "A wise king winnows the wicked and drives the wheel over them." A short Proverbs with a very interesting and important message, I think, for all of us. I call it the wise king, the winnow, and a safer future. There's three things. First, obviously, is the wise king. Each one of us, in a way, we're kings over our world. We're kings over our own personal kingdoms. The Bible says that God's giving us a kingdom and will make us priests unto our God. The whole idea of being a king is being in a position of leadership. And leadership means making hard decisions. Hard decisions require wisdom. It takes wisdom to know which decisions to make, and wisdom to know how to separate things from each other. It's all about the future direction of our lives. In the context, the specific wise decisions that this king is making is the fact that he has to winnow the wicked and drive the wheel over them. It gives us sort of an agricultural picture. When wheat is cut, all of a sudden now you have these piles of wheat together with the stalk, and one would take a winnow or something like a pitchfork, pick it up, do a little shaking, let the air kind of separate, and the grains would fall down onto the threshing floor where they could be picked up and processed, getting ready to be ground and eventually become bread. Then they would also drive this winnowing wheel over them, which would separate the grain also from the stalk. So the whole point is separating things, separating useful things from useless things, because those useful things have a purpose, have a plan, have a future for us. The useless things will only hurt us. And specifically, the things that we have to winnow, the king is winnowing the wicked. He's driving the wheel over the wicked. And that brings us to the whole idea of a safer future. There are things in our lives, things that slow us down, things that hurt us, things that distract us. There are sins in our lives, things that will kill us, destroy us. And the longer we let these things to sit around, the longer we let these things to live in our life, the more opportunities they have to hurt us, to harm us, or to even kill us. This can be anything. It can be a struggle. It can be a person. It can be a besetting sin. It doesn't really matter what it is. The fact remains that a wise king is going to winnow those things. He's going to separate those things. He's going to remove those things so that he can go forward with making the grain, which is what's going to provide for his life. So practical and tactile this week. Number one, make wise decisions, obviously. Number two, develop the tools and skills, acquire those skills, buy those skills if you must, or those tools that are going to help you separate the unhelpful and unhealthy things in your life. And three, work towards a better future, which is always killing sin and following Jesus. Remember Romans 8:13, if by the Spirit we do mortify the deeds of the flesh, we will live. The opposite of that is if we don't, unfortunately, we die. Thanks for tuning in this week. If you got time, if you got a chance, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, make sure you get notifications whenever we produce new content. Look forward to connecting with you soon.